Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Pink.mink. I'm here with a story time for you guys. I've been delaying this story time for a long time, but I think I'm ready to tell this story now. I'm gonna try and keep this kind of short because it's a long story, but you know, we just gonna skip right into the juicy details. So alright y'all, so first of all, let me just say this as per usual. Story times are like confidential, not really confidential, but like I'm not gonna put any names though. That's like, you know, common knowledge. I'm not trying to stir up no beef. I'm literally just telling a moment that occurred in my life that I thought was interesting enough to share with y'all. So, okay, so let's start right from the beginning, right? Freshman year of high school, I came to school, you know, looking like a turd, like, like you come to school, you're looking at everybody, you're in high school now, you're not in middle school anymore, so you're looking at everybody like, oh my gosh, he's cute, oh my god, like look at all these high school boys, like they so cute. So that was me going into high school. I didn't know that these people even existed. Like in middle school, you're looking at everybody like dub. Let me stop. But no, seriously. So I was looking at everybody like, dang, everybody here is cute, you know? So moving forward, I joined a sports team. I noticed that there was this guy. I'm like, this guy's not usually like, I wouldn't jump at this guy because like he's not really my type of guy. Like, you know, I had like, you know, everybody has a type. I was like, he not really my type, but there's something about him, like, you know, I'd be willing to give him a try. But the thing about it was, this guy that I thought was cute, he had like a on and off relationship with this girl, but they never went out. Like, you know, like they just talked. Everybody knew that they talked, but they didn't go out. The school year went on, and I don't know, somehow we started like talking to each other like as friends. Obviously, like I just met this boy, so I'm like, oh cool, you know, maybe we could start talking, we could be friends, you know. I got his number, we exchanged numbers, and we just started talking as friends. He did a sport, I did a sport, so we both like saw each other like per usual, you know, when you go to practice, we'll bump into each other like, oh hey, what's up, you know, whatever the case may be. So yeah, so we started texting, and we actually found out that we had like a lot in common. Like we literally were just like talking, and like, you know, there's like certain people where you just start talking to them and you're like, wow, like this person's like mad easy to talk to. He was one of those people. Like he was like super easy to talk to, and we became friends. Yeah, that was how that went. And so I was also friends with the girl that he talked to, and so like me and her were friends longer than I was friends with him. So obviously like my relationship with her was a little bit like, you know, a little bit more like concrete, I guess you want to say. Me and her, we like did the same sport, so you know, like we were always like together. Like we would laugh and joke and all that kind of stuff at practice, and you know, just like what regular friends would do. But like a little while later, I heard through like word of mouth, whatever, that this boy liked me. So I'm like, oh, he likes me, okay. But I can't talk to him because I'm friends with, like, you know, the person who he's been talking to for like a long time, you know, like they weren't together, but like they were talking for like an extended period of time. So like I kind of felt like, okay, he likes me, but I can't really like, I don't really want to like take advantage of it because I don't want to like ruin my friendship with the girl. One day he like comes up to me and he's like, oh, I really like you, and I liked you since freshman year, like since I laid eyes. It was like some really romantic stuff, like it was really cute. He's like, oh, I liked you since I laid eyes on you, but we didn't really get to see each other that often, so that's why I never like approached you because I barely even saw you and stuff like that. So I'm thinking in my head like, wow, like if I met this boy like freshman year or whatever the case may be. But anyway, so I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe you really feel like this. How come you never told me? Like, you know, you should have told me this like a long time ago. But honestly, we really can't do anything about it because I'm friends with the girl that you talk to. I've known her longer, and I feel like I have like so much respect for her. Like I really wouldn't want to mess that up. So basically he was like, yeah, I understand what you're talking about, and I kind of feel the same way. Like I wouldn't want you to ruin your relationship with your friend. So I just wanted you to know that's how I felt, and blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, but so moving on. So once he told me that, like, our relationship kind of like shifted. Like we knew that we weren't like regular friends, you know what I mean? But I'm not ready for your baggage is basically what it was. Like I wasn't ready for his baggage. I didn't want to like talk to him and have to deal with her and like ruin our whole relationship with that girl. Like I wasn't ready for that. So I was like, you know what, we could talk, we could text, we could hang out maybe, but I don't want to go like any farther than, you know, that. And he agreed. Skipping to the juicy part. So that was my relationship with him and my friendship with her. So he injured himself, right? And he would have to use the elevator to get from like the basement to the first floor. You know, he had to use the elevator to get around. So one time me and him, we was talking, we were downstairs, and he was like talking to me about his relationship with the girl, and I'm like, okay, I could give you some advice. I like talking to people and like mentoring people, and like, you know, I really feel like, you know, I'm pretty good at that. So but anyways, so we were walking, and we were just like, you know, going upstairs, downstairs, like just, you know, walking around, you know, just like wasting time. So when we came up to like the regular floor, this guy comes into the elevator, and he's like, excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm like, what are you talking about, interrupt? So the guy that got into the elevator, like me and him, like, when he came to the elevator, that just like changed like my whole mood. Like I was all like, you know, happy. Oh, let me talk, let's talk, da 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 da. And then he got into the elevator. I'm like, you know what, bye, check the deuces up. I'll talk to you later. Text me, whatever. And I got off of the elevator and I walked away. So tell me why, not even a week later, people was walking around school talking about some, oh, Hermana and blah 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 were together in the elevator, like doing some crazy stuff. Like my school is like known for drama. Drama can come out of thin air. And if you went to a small high school, you know what I'm talking about. Like drama comes from nothing. I text him, I'm like, have you heard about what people are talking about we did on the elevator? And he's like, yeah, I heard about it, that's crazy. They weren't saying, mind you, they weren't saying anything about him. Everything was about me. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like this is absolutely absurd. Like, are you telling people that none of this stuff never happened? Like, are you telling people that they need to calm down? Like all we was doing was talking on the elevator, talking in the hallways and stuff like that. He's like, oh no, because I just didn't want to add to the drama. I didn't want to I didn't want to stir things up. Like I feel like if we stop talking about it, then everybody else will just stop talking about it. So I'm looking at him like, are we speaking the same language? Like, did I really hear what you just said? So you mean to tell me that people are telling you that we've been doing crazy stuff on the elevator, and you didn't then talk about some, no, we didn't, like, no, we didn't do anything? Like, you mean to tell me that you're just keeping quiet on this? Wow. I was just so flabbergasted. I'm like, wow. So I have more respect for that girl than I have for, like, you know, ruining our relationship over some boy. So that's what I was telling everybody. But I was like, you know what? This school just loves drama so much. So I'm like, you know, let me just let this whole thing settle down. I said what I had to say. You can believe what you want, whatever. So time goes on, right? And like the weekend came, whatever the case may be. We come back to school, and I go to practice, and I go out, change into my uniform or whatever the case may be, my practice clothes, and I go out, and I'm about to practice. And so my mom, she called me and was like, oh, Hermana, we gotta go. Like, I think I had like a dentist appointment or something like that, doctor's appointment, whatever. But I had to leave practice early. I left practice. I'm walking back to the locker room, and I open the door, and I walk over to my locker, and I see like white gunk all over the locker. I'm like, hold up. What is on my locker? And it's not even like anyone else's locker. Like, you know, like if you have like some lotion, you like splat it or whatever, it's like on, like, you know, on a few lockers or whatever. It was only on my locker. So I'm looking, I'm like, what is that on my locker? So I go over, I put my combination in, take off my lock, and I open it. Why do I see the biggest, most disgusting piece of snot on my bag? Whoever did it, like, hawked up every single piece of bacteria, gunk, like, it was so disgusting, and like spit it on my locker and my purse. Yo, I swear my blood pressure went from 0 to 1,000. How could you spit on my, it was a brand new bag. I probably had that bag for probably like what, a week? Spit on my bag. And I brought my bag out and I showed it to my mom because my mom was outside. I showed it to my mom. I'm like, yo, mom, look what this girl did to my bag. And I knew that it was a girl who he was talking to. I knew that she was the one who spat on my bag. I knew that she was the one who spat on my bag because a former friend of mine, she was in the locker room when they were doing it. So she like recorded it on her phone and she sent it to me. Like, I wish I had the recording still, but she was like basically, oh yeah, she's such a hoe, she's such a hoe, oh my gosh, yo, when I see her, I'm gonna spit on her. Matter of fact, let me practice right now. Like, make all the noises and stuff like that in the recording. She sent it to me. I didn't know like if she really had the guts to do it because like she wasn't that kind of person. Like, she was like a Christian, godly, like holy, never would I ever even squish a fly, like step on a bug. That was the type of person she was. When I heard that recording, I was like, she don't got the guts to do nothing like that. Like, that's like, she's just talking to be gutsy. When I saw this spit, I knew automatically that it was her. I had the proof on my phone. So I brought my bag out to my mom. My mom saw it. Yo, my mom was so mad, yo. My mom was so mad. And so while I'm talking to her, I look through the corner of my eye and I see the girl, like, she's up, like, practicing. So I jumped out the car. I stormed off, went up there. I was like, yo, did you spit on my bag? She pretended like she didn't hear me the first time. So I went up to her. I was like, excuse me, did you spit on my bag? And she was like, yes. I was like, yo, I was so taken back. Like, you really got this girl? Who filled this girl up with confidence? Who filled this girl up with confidence? I did not expect her to say yes, but I was like, okay, good. I'm glad you said yes. So I started walking up to her like, why would you spit on my bag? If you was a real woman, you would have spoke to me one-on-one, da-da-da-da-da. You know that's not true. I have so much respect for you. Yo, now you just nothing. You dirt, you less than dirt, you dirty, you dusty, you crusty. I can't believe you. And so I'm saying all this, and I'm like running up to her like, my blood was boiling, yo. My blood was boiling. So I'm like walking over to her. I'm talking with my hand and my fist and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, if you so bad, if you so big and bold, spit on me now. Why you gonna spit on my stuff? How would you spit on me? That's what you said in the recording, right? That's what you said in the recording. And she was like, oh, if you want me to spit on you, just say it. If you want me to spit on you. I was like, spit on me. Spit on me.
You motherfucking whore! You motherfucking put your motherfucking hands on me! Did you see that bitch fucking spit in my motherfucking face? Bitch, I would take you out!
Like, I'm seeing black. I can't see anything. I'm walking up to her. Yo, I'm setting up. Yo, like, but then, like, I take 2 steps forward and, like, my coach comes. He, like, grabs me. He, like, pulling me. Like, yo, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all need to cut it out. Y'all need to cut it out. No disrespect. No disrespect. Whatever. So, he, like, pulls me away. And I'm, like, low-key in my head, I'm like, yo, thank God. Because if I would have touched this girl. No, but seriously, like, I was so mad. Like, you don't understand. But to conclude this story time, basically, we stopped talking to each other for a really, really, really long time. And I went up to her. I was like, hey, I just want to let you know that if you ever want to hear the true story, like, you know, I can, like, express it to you. I can tell you. So whatever. I told her what happened. And she was like, I told her that I still, like, you know, like, I'm still hurt by what she did. I really can't believe that she did that. And she was like, how she was sorry and da-da-da-da. She should never went about it that way. And so basically we just called it truce. I'm like, I really have, I'm the kind of person who doesn't hold malice for, like, my whole entire life. Like, if I'm getting gray hairs, it's not going to be because of you. So I'm like, you know what, I might as well just, like, forgive this girl. If she forgives me, then boom, we can squash the beef and we can move on. So basically that's what we did. We said sorry to each other, and our friendship was never the same. We never started talking to each other again like the way that we used to, but we would say hi and bye to each other. And I really can't, up to this day, I really can't believe that really happened. Especially with the person that it happened with. It just, like, baffled my mind. Like, this whole thing was just so extra. Like, honestly, I really can't believe that occurred. But anyways, thank you guys for staying tuned for this story time. If you haven't already, subscribed to my channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If anything like this has happened to you guys, anything crazy, like somebody did something to you that was super crazy, like, comment it down below. I'm really trying to turn this channel into a community. I know it's super small, so I know there's probably only like 2 or 3 of y'all who are probably willing to even comment on my video, but I'm really trying to make this into an interactive community. So if you have any stories or anything crazy that's happened to you, either give this video a thumbs up or comment down below. Thanks for watching.